Welcome back to your computer application class 6. In this part of the video, we will continue the topic Internet online surfing. In this part of the video, we will learn about protecting ourselves from potential threats on the web and neticutes. So let's begin with protecting ourselves from potential threats on the web. It is very important to protect ourselves, especially whenever we are using internet. Let's consider the book points. Protecting yourself is important when you want to send personal information like your bank account details or credit card numbers over the internet. Because whatever the information is available on the internet, the other person can easily access that information if they know your account numbers and your passwords. Protecting yourself means understanding and preventing a number of security and privacy problems. If you will not take measures to protect yourself from potential threats, then others can take advantage of that and can harm you. That will come under the term of cybercrime. Cybercrimes are those instances when person illegally access your computer for malicious reason. There are the number of potential threats are available. We will go through that potential threats and also we will learn precautions that how we can protect ourselves on internet. Very first potential threat is vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities are basically the flaws in a computer software that create weakness in our computer overall security. Whenever hacker and crackers want to access your information, they mostly consider the term vulnerabilities. It can also be created by improper computer or security configuration. Some of the precautions are: keep software and security patches up to date. Configure security settings for your operating system and internet browser. Install an antivirus, a good antivirus basically, and keep it updated to block threats targeting vulnerabilities. Clear and disable web cookies in your browser. Next potential threat which we have, that is spyware. Spyware is a software program which is mostly get installed in your computer without your consent or without your knowledge. It can be downloaded from websites, email messages, instant messages, or direct file sharing connections. It can also enter in your computer while installing a software. This program secretly gather data from your computer and steal your password and display advertisement and take control of your web browser. The precautions regarding this is: use a reputable internet security program to protect your computer from spyware and other security risks like vulnerabilities. Install a personal firewall. Do not accept or open any doubtful error dialogues from within the browser. Do not accept free deals because spyware may come as a part of a free deal offer. Mostly when the wheel icon appears while using the internet, please do not click on it because through that also the spyware software can get installed in your computer. Always carefully read the end user license at installation time and cancel it if other programs are being installed as a part of desired program. Next potential threat is a virus. Viruses are basically the program which are created deliberately to damage data. Virus can badly affect or infect your computer without your knowledge and can also able to alter your working. Once a virus installed in your computer, your files and operating system may be damaged. Very few viruses are harmless, but most of the viruses are very harmful. They can destroy data or even the entire hard disk, crashing your computer or hijacking your computer to attack other computers. Viruses attach themselves to the program files and move with them from disk to disk or drive to drive. There are some precautions which we can follow They are: open only those email attachments that come from trusted sources and are expected. Have email attachments scanned by a reputable internet security program prior to opening. Delete all unwanted email messages without opening. Do not click on web links when by someone you don't know. Scan all the files with a reputable internet security program before transferring them to your computer system. Install any antivirus program and keep it updated. Next potential threat which we have, that is a spam. Email spam is also termed as junk mail. It involves sending unwanted messages by the spammer to a large number of recipients. It can be used to deliver emails that contain viruses and targeted aimed at the obtaining sensitive or personal identification information. Some spam may include hidden text that becomes visible only if you highlight the content. It is basically a common trick that spammers use to get their email passed through spam filters without detection. Precautions regarding spam are: sign up for email filtering through your ISP or use an anti-spam program. Do not click in spam or reply to spam for any reason. If you suspect any email is spam, do not respond or do not open it. Before opening it, please delete it. Do not click on URL links with an email. Keep your security software or keep your antivirus software updated. Next potential threat which we have, that is a pop-up ads. We all are very familiar with the term pop-up ads. Pop-up ads are the sort of advertisement which mostly disturbs whenever we are browsing or whenever we are searching for the files or for the web documents. Pop-up ads are quite irritating and may also dangerous because clicking items in the pop-up window can cause spyware or viruses to be installed on your computer. Precaution regarding pop-up ad is only that you can use pop-up blocker to block your pop-up ad in the browser. Next is a keylogger. Keylogger is a software which mostly found in a public computers like cyber cafes, which are able to record keystrokes you make to enter the data in your computer in a hidden files. Precautions regarding keyloggers are: avoid checking your emails or performing banking activities, especially on public computer. These computers may running keyloggers which record keystrokes in a hidden files and other tracking softwares. Next precaution which you can have regarding keyloggers is that if you must use public computer for critical activities, be certain to sign out of any password and please do not save your password on that public computer. Protected websites are needed to be used to and also clear a browser history. Next potential threat which we have, that is a saved password. Whenever we enter a username and the password, most of the website ask us that whether we want to save our password on that particular website or on that particular web page or not. They ask us that to click on yes if we want to use it. If we will click on yes, then definitely it makes our work easier and we can easily directly move to that particular website. But unfortunately, if anyone else use your computer, then it can create problem for you. So precaution can be only this, that you can click on no whenever your web browser prompt a message that whether you want to remember the password or not. Next potential threat which we have, that is a cookies. Cookies are basically the small text messages that a web browser stores on your computer to keep track of websites. Cookies files typically contain data about you, about your username, about your postal code, about your personal information basically. Website uses cookies for a variety of reasons. Most websites that allows your personalization use cookies to track your preferences. You might have noticed that sometimes you search something on a YouTube and the next day regarding to that, the priority or regarding your preferences, the links are available on the homepage. Some website uses username or the password so that the user do not need to enter the information again and again. Online shopping sites mostly use cookies to keep the track of the items in a user's shopping cart. Other websites use cookies to track how often users visit a website and web pages they visit while at the website. Precautions regarding the cookies can be: some websites sell or trade information stored in your cookies to advertisement. If you do not want your personal information get disturbed or can be shared, you should limit the amount of information which you want to provide to that particular website. Clear or disable cookies in your web browser. This is very important that you need to clear or disable cookies in your web browser. Most modern web browsers allow users to decide whether to accept cookies and the time frame to keep them. However, rejecting cookies makes some websites unreadable, but it's completely up to your choice. Best part is that clear or disable cookies in your web browser. The next potential threat which we have while using the internet is social engineering. Social engineering is basically the art of convincing people to reveal their confidential information like the username or the password. Social engineering is mostly used by the unorganized authorizer to take the advantage of human nature. Social engineering mostly depend on the fact that the people are unaware of their valuable information and are careless about protecting them. They obtain information from the user who do not destroy or conceal information properly. There are the number of phases in a social engineering attack. Some of them are: they always research for a target, that which company or which employee they should target. Through them, they can reveal the information. Next is that they select the victim. Afterwards, they develop relationship with them. They either become the friend or the family friend or unknown ones. And later, they exploit the relationship. They take all the sensitive information and use them for their personal uses. Precautions regarding the social engineering can be: verify the identity of a person or organization requesting personal or confidential information. While relaying personal or confidential information, ensure that the only authorized person can hear your conversation. When personal or confidential information appears on a computer or mobile devices, ensure that only authorized people can see your screen. Shred all sensitive or confidential documents. After using public computers or cyber cafes, always clear the history in its browser. Avoid using public computers or the cyber cafes to conduct banking or other sensitive transactions. The last topic of this chapter is the netiquettes. Netiquettes are basically internet etiquettes or the set of rules that a user must follow while using the internet. Netiquettes include rules for all aspects of the internet, including websites, web pages, social media, internet messaging, chat rooms, and online discussion. Some of the netiquettes are specified here. Let's go through that. Do not write in capital. It's quite rude and seems that you are screaming. Never share your personal details with anyone whom you met online. Always greet people correctly. It makes you appear friendly. Be polite and do not use abusive languages or offensive languages, especially when you are chatting with someone. Never send any abusive or insulting messages. Do not participate in flame wars, which are exchange of flames. Don't forward them or create chains. Do not reply a private message or reply all. Do not talk to stranger online. They could be trying to hurt you. Be careful while using sarcasm or humor as it might be misinterpreted. So always use emoticons to express your emotions. Never try to download others' information without their permission. Always use abbreviations or acronyms for phrases to make conversation more interesting. Be discreet. Do not give fake information. If someone bullies you, don't bully back. Just block them or ignore them or report them. I hope chapter number 10, Internet Online Surfing, is clear for all of you. That's all in this part of the video. Thank you.